Biology, and welcome to a quick video going over how to graph data. I just lost internet apparently in my class, so there was a finished sheet here, but if we go back, it is right here. When we look at our expectation for what a graph should look like, we should have units on both our y and x-axis. We should have a title on both our x-axis and our y-axis, and we should have a trend line with that. So how do you make a graph? The first thing that you always want to do is you want to highlight the column that you want as your x variable to be highlighted first in terms of order of letters. So you notice we've column A, B, C, D. It's going to be important that you make column B your first column of data. And then your second column of data, your y variable, will be the thing that you graph. So what I'm going to do right now is just make a blank sheet, because it's sometimes really easy to graph data if you have two columns of data next to each other. I'm going to go back into my data. I'm going to just click on B and do Command C, copy it, and I'm going to paste it right here, Command V. Note that I need to go here and do paste values only. You should always just do paste values only. And then I'm going to go to column G, highlight it, Command C, and then paste again. And then do paste values only. Great. I can now click and drag over column A and B, highlight both of the datas, go to Insert, and I want to go to Chart. Excellent. Automatically, this should be interesting, showing me data, although, okay, so I'm gonna notice right here that says A61 to A78. That is not what I want, so I'm just gonna delete this. If you get data that isn't what you want, always feel free to delete it. So I'm gonna just right now do data, sort range, advanced sort range options, data has at a row. I'm just going to sort my data by grass regrowth rate. Great. So all of the data is now put together. For some reason, Google Sheets wasn't graphing all of the data. I'm going to go to Insert, Chart, bingo. This looks really good. This is showing me average grass peak and grass regrowth rate. Now, if you want to change the titles, you can go into Customize, go to Chart Axis Title, and this is where you can change the chart title, the axis horizontal, and the vertical axis in terms of titles. Excellent. When you go to series, you can right here add a trend line. So in Customize, you go to Trend Line, and then you can also show R squared, which is the strength of the trend line. Awesome. Now, when you're over here in Setup, this is where you can change it to a different type, so you can make this a line graph. We always want to be using scatter plots. And this is where you can remove or add different series. So watch this. I'm going to click out of this, because I made a really nice, pretty graph. Except it got rid of my trend line. Why is that? There we go. Okay, I'm going to put this here. I'm all about efficiency. So what I'm going to do now is go back to my data, and I'm going to highlight the average oscillation. I'm going to go paste it right here. I'm going to take my data, and then I'm going to drag it up here until it matches perfectly. And you'll see what I'm doing in a second. It's all about efficiency. So now that I have that, I'm going to make a copy of my data. So I just copy and pasted my graph. I'm going to double click here, go to Setup. So here it says average grass peak. I'm going to remove that. I'm going to click Add Series. I'm going to click these selected data range. This pops up, and then I'm going to go click on column C, press OK, and voila! You get a completely new graph that is finished. You do need to change the titles, but in this sense, you don't have to worry about formatting issues. So that's one way of doing it. But if I wanted to do this the old-fashioned way, again, I'm going to highlight highlight column A, highlight column C, holding down Command, go to Data, or Insert, sorry, Chart, and go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then go to Customize, Series, add trend line, show R2. So I hope this is easy. We're going to be making a lot of these today and for homework, so you're going to get really good at making scatter plots. I hope this video is helpful. Let me know if there's anything I can do.